Right now at work, at school, maybe even in your own home, there is statistically someone in your life who has never genuinely felt guilty for hurting you. Not because they're having a bad day, not because they're stressed, because they can't. And here's the part nobody talks about. You might be wondering, wait, am I one of them? That question? Completely valid. Today, we're going to find out using the same psychological dimensions as the Hare PCL-R, the gold standard forensic assessment, adapted here for self-reflection. Not a clinical substitute, a mirror. One thing before we start, this is for education only, never a diagnosis. We'll come back to that. Here's what you actually need to know. Psychopathy isn't what movies show, it's a spectrum of traits. Charm, emotional flatness, impulsivity, manipulation. Not violence by default. In fact, some of the highest scorers on psychopathy measures are CEOs, surgeons, lawyers. Fearlessness and emotional detachment in the right context can look exactly like leadership. Part genetics, part environment, and not a single serial killer cliché in sight. That's the science. Now let's test you. Grab something to write with, or keep a mental tally for each question. 1. Strongly disagree. 2. Disagree. 3. Neutral. 4. Agree. 5. Strongly agree. Answer for your honest baseline. Not your best day, not your worst. Question 1. I find it easy to be charming and make people like me quickly, even when I'm not genuinely interested in them. Question 2. I believe I am more capable or more important than most of the people around me. Question 3. When I hurt someone emotionally, I don't feel lasting guilt or remorse. Pause. How uncomfortable was that last question? That discomfort right there is data. These first 3 tap the interpersonal and affective core: charm, grandiosity, and the absence of remorse. These are the dimensions professionals weigh most heavily. Question 4. I lie easily and without much discomfort, even when there's no real need to. Question 5. Other people's suffering, their crying, their pain, doesn't affect me much emotionally. Question 6. I use flattery or subtle manipulation to get what I want from people. Question 7. My emotions feel shallower or shorter-lived than other people seem to be. Questions 3 through 7 target what researchers call affective psychopathy, the emotional flatness linked to reduced amygdala activity. If you scored high here, that's the section worth sitting with. Question 8. I act on impulses regularly, without thinking much about the consequences beforehand. Question 9. I get bored easily and constantly seek out thrills, risks, or new stimulation. Question 10. I often fail to follow through on commitments, even ones I genuinely intended to keep. Question 11. I've relied on others financially or practically for extended periods, without feeling much obligation to give back. Question 12. When things go wrong, my first instinct is to blame others, or the circumstances, not myself. Questions 8 through 12 reflect lifestyle patterns, the behavioral fingerprint of what researchers call secondary psychopathy. Impulsivity, parasitic tendencies, blame deflection. These are often more environmentally shaped and more changeable. Add up your numbers. Maximum 60. Hold that score. 12 to 25 low trait expression. Typical empathy, self-awareness, responsibility. Some low scores are universal. Everyone has selfish moments. Worth asking, which questions still stung, even at a low number? 26 to 40, moderate trait expression. Most of the population lands here. Don't dismiss it. Don't catastrophize it. The real question isn't your total, it's which section drove it. Was it the affective block? The lifestyle block? That distinction matters more than the number. 41 to 60, elevated trait expression. High scores across multiple dimensions warrant genuine reflection. Not shame, not panic. If these patterns are causing real damage in your life or relationships, speaking with a mental health professional isn't a red flag. It's the most rational thing you could do. One more thing. The actual Hare PCL-R is administered over hours of structured clinical interviews and file review by trained professionals. Self-report has limits, particularly because individuals with genuinely elevated traits sometimes lack the self-insight to score accurately, which is exactly why professionals exist. Here's what the research won't tell you. The most dangerous psychopathic trait isn't the absence of empathy. It's the absence of awareness. You just spent 6 minutes confronting yourself. Most people scroll past the question entirely. They don't want to know. You did. Empathy can be developed. Impulsivity can be managed. Even deeply embedded personality patterns are not a life sentence, especially when you can see them. Whatever your score, you looked. That matters more than the number. Drop your score in the comments. I genuinely want to see where most of you landed.